Welcome on board. It's another Thursday. Good evening to you and welcome to this special broadcast that is brought to you by Department of Communication, Government Communication and Information System, as well as Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. Good evening to you, Kim Osoto Stone, talking to you from now up until 5 past. And tonight, we are talking domestic violence. And this is on our third season, and we are very happy to be back on air to educate you more about what you can do to live your rights, defend your rights, as well as help others to live their own rights. On Saturday, officially marks the beginning of the 16 days of activism of no violence against women and children. That is the vulnerable group in South Africa at this current moment. South Africa adopted the campaign in 1998 as one of the intervention strategies and towards creating a society free of violence. And the campaign continues to raise awareness among South Africans as well as the world about the negative impact of violence against women and children on all members of the community. We are talking not just gender-based violence, but we're talking domestic violence, the siblings fightings, bogogo nabantwana babo, we're talking about malume nabo sister babo, all those kind of people. We're not talking, when we're talking domestic violence, about two people who are having a relationship and they are starting to bash each other. We're talking more than that. And tonight, I am joined by Advocate Tsakani Tshifhango, and she's the Legal Administration Officer with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. How are you doing?
I am good, thanks. And how are you this
Thank you so very much for gracing us. And we're hoping to hear quite a lot in terms of education and information from you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Otherwise, if you want to join the conversation, it's on 0800 142 446. 0800 142 446. You can dial using a toll-free number, your landline. Otherwise, you can use your cell phone. And Malume Linda as well as Osnoni, they will be over there. So if you don't hear this deep baritone saying hello to you, don't be afraid. Osnoni will just take yours and transfer it to us. Anyway, without any further ado, Advocate, we know what domestic violence is.
Yes.
And I want us to take different approaches in terms of basically understanding it even more. Let's talk about the types and how do they come about and what do we do as the department?
Okay. Domestic violence basically includes sexual harassment. It includes physical abuse. It includes sexual abuse.
Yes.
It includes any form of abuse. You're slapping at home. You find siblings slapping each other. Or
body shaming?
Yes, that's domestic violence.
Emotional abuse?
Yes, that's
all right.
Domestic violence. Yes. And it also includes economic harassment. So if you're in a family where, or in a relationship where your partner or your spouse is not supporting you financially, it's abuse. That's domestic violence. Say maybe for taking care of the household, your partner is not taking care of you. Maybe you're not working. She or he is the only one who's working. She should be taking care of you, or he should be taking care of you.
So much like how all of a sudden get abuse.
No, I so becha per se.
No, talk to us, because it's also becha is the same thing that we're talking about. But what kind of arrangement are we looking at here?
Taking care of the household, like your daily like your daily responsibilities, exactly. Yes. Taking care of groceries, taking care of the cleaning cleaners, your housemate or your creche, your school fees, your transport, everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So basically, if I'm being irresponsible with my money in a setup year relationship or in a setup year family, I could actually be liable for abusing my family.
Yes. There is also psychological abuse.
Okay.
Say maybe a person makes you feel bad for not doing something or for not being able to do something. It's abuse. They're abusing you because they're your psychological state will change from what you were before you received whatever harsh words you were given or that were thrown at you by that person. Yes.
It reminds me of a drama that I normally listen to. There's this guy who always says, "Wapalwa."
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. That's you degrade. You're making a person to feel small about themselves. Yes. Yes. No,
Those
you
kinds.
can. It's emotional abuse. That is emotional abuse. You're making a person to feel not worthy of who they are, of what they can do or what they cannot do.
Yes. All right. If you want to join us, if you have just joined us on radio, I'm in conversation with Advocate Tsakani Tshifhango. She's the legal administration officer with the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. Tonight, we are talking domestic violence, and domestic violence in all different spheres of life. You might be coming from the rural areas, you might be coming from Gauteng, you might be coming from the cities, those big walls. We don't know what's happening in those big walls when Tsakani.
A lot of things is happening there. A lot of things.
Yes.
There's also this type of abuse that's happening a lot in our communities. Damage to property.
Yo.
Yes.
That one is quite very rife, in fact.
You fight with a person, or maybe you in a relationship with a person.
I've seen quite several cars on social media scratched
Yes.
or stabbed
Or painted.
things that we won't even be saying on air.
Yes.
Because it's something else.
Yes.
But now, what causes all these different types? We live in different types of communities in South Africa. We have declared ourselves being democratic, but there is still this violence that keeps on cropping up all the time. We see statistics to a point where it is normal to see a headline where somebody is dead somewhere. And if you don't see that, the news are not the news.
Yes.
Basically. What causes that?
I believe it starts with insecurities. Say in a girlfriend-boyfriend relationship or partners.
Yes.
If you're insecure about the person you are, obviously you'll act otherwise. You won't be sure of who you are to them, and if you see them making a move, you'll immediately think, no, this person maybe want chitela or something. Yes. I believe ki unemployment. Why is it even in cities, you find people staying together. You partners. I'm working, you're not working, you're my partner. Or I'm working, I'm earning more than what you're earning. For some reason, you'll feel so insecure about me earning more and all that, you see now. And it leads to people now feeling like, no, this person maybe is taking over from what I'm supposed to be. She cannot come here and dictate to me about what I need to do or how I should live my life or what we're eating tonight and everything.
You can't even say, but the whole day doing nothing, and then
and sometimes it's us who start those things. It's not only women who do those things. Even men do it. You find a man going to work and the woman is a housewife, for example. He comes back from work, says to the lady, oh, you've been sitting here doing nothing. You don't know what the woman has been doing the whole day for you to come home and speak those things. Or you don't know what the man has been doing, left at home while you were at work, doing all that you need to do for you to keep the household in order.
Now let's talk about interfamily violence. Brothers, sisters, ditele, tsamagae. You know, tele is very rife.
Yes.
That one is a stepsister to that one, is a stepbrother to the other one. Now all of a sudden there is some inheritance and things start going bad.
Oh,
is it a problem of how we normally have been socialized? You can never buy your boy a blonde mbopi. Why?
I cannot. Because maybe I believe boys play with cars.
And guns.
No, I don't buy guns.
Well, 0800 142 446. 0800 142 446. Levi, have you played with a gun? Yeah, he said yes. He says yes. Linda, you've played with a gun. And I can see, Tsakani, you played only with dolls.
I played with cars. Amazingly, yes.
Yeah.
I was a Tom girl.
Now, let's talk about this on 0800 142 446. 0800 142 446. Thabo is calling from Zebediela in Limpopo. Thabo? Oh, ba re ke Tshepo, ba kwetse Tshepo from Zebediela rra. Yo, Wi-Fi e latlhile network. Morenaka. How are you doing, Tshepo? Aw, mogatla pudi rra. Bua le rona o Tsakani te. Wa dumedisa.
Abuti Tshepo.
You sound muzzled, Malome Tshepo. If you can be a bit clearer so that we can hear and the listeners can also hear what you're bringing on board.
Okay,
Diraela jalo tle Malome.
Because the file is saying that domestic violence don't go by me good golo. And the material man di kala khono go ka khona go di bona. Bo khale tshile di ga ke di di and my mother just like di go mo go yona. It's a material ga bona go skolo. So puso e thusa ya gore madi tsena ba khone go di ba khone go bontsha di tso mo bana gore bana a gona le ntse go magae gona le ditse go magae gore di bona gale ga ngata mo baneng go skolo. So go ruta matitjhere ba khone go bona ditse
Yes. Yes.
Why? financially they are financially viable. They have a protect. I can't do that. I don't need to say I got when I'm a but I just say never have a protect when about I say and it's a hope you know when you train I see a cost and it's arrested. Now about by so long I got a little. This is about it's a piece of level like this. A whole protect on the by this year, by this year, you took off the the idea of but how you go to is a big so long as you decide. So this is a report whole Mola, more Habun. And then I heard on some Habun and I had been 60 region. I got to say, not only is you are not Kahon, but then Kahon about the you get a nothing like I got 60 days, you are 60 days, what the hell they non ci ha jare simula ha ile jare simula panti ka di enda jana panti di 1 January 24 hours they ile ntlo ha o simula jara e simula le yona ha e simula e dile mo batho ka ba gore no ha di go dira se ka stone ka gone ha ya go go tsile ba go afla ka gone go mo tshiroteng yana ya days go ba thola 20 years ha ba ha e thusi yalo ha e nne se kai ha go simula jara ha o ke di it's le ka go di jara ha go go dira se ka mo ai simile ha jara se ka go se ba go se be le 60 days le gone ka go afla mo 60 days
ntate morenaka a re sa lots of bo re tlo ga re ntsha bololo a kere bontle wa bona ge. Thank you so very much to Tshepo. He's calling from Klerksdorp, actually. He's listening to Live FM in the Northwest. Quite a very valid point, Tsakani.
Yes, it does.
Your comment?
Naki dumelana le abuti Tshepo who just called. This thing go bua ka violence activism, it shouldn't be 16 days fela ko jareng.
Yes.
It should be the whole year from the 1st of January to the 31st of December. It's just that government or batho abahoni or the departments are honi go bua ka yona the whole year because there are some other days, calendar dates or calendar events that we're also looking at, your human rights and everything we're trying to promote. But it should start with us batho. Ska emela gore motho mongwe atle a re yanong ke nako ya gore re shebane le go hlukumeziwa ka batho.
And we are the government after all.
Yes, exactly.
At the end of the day, Naluenale, somebody who's sitting next to you and everybody else who's been calling here.
Yes.
We are government because we've got them to vote.
Yes, Exactly. So it should start with us. If really we are looking at violence against women, children, people with disabilities, men, it's not only women who are violated,
Exactly.
we should remember. Yes, it should not only be now November to December that we look at those things. It should be the whole year. And it should be carried out like that. Ke kula buti tshepa bo gape le ka go ruta ma teacher le bana go dikolong ka milao e.
Yes.
We do go Department of Justice, we do awareness campaigns. Riya go dikolong, we educate ma teacher le bana ba sekolo about different topics, from your maintenance, your domestic violence, everything, your human trafficking. We touch on each and every topic when we go to schools. So because we believe that if bana ko skolong ba tseba what happens, if ngwana wa butswa gore he teacher a o tshwara private part or mo a sa tshwaneleng gore a o tshware ko teng, it's wrong, then ngwana o tla gola tseba gore this is wrong and this is right.
I think another approach as well that I want to ask you about is about those boys that are experiencing the same thing and actually cannot react like what the girls would do to say.
Yes.
But now we've seen experiences where we've read about priests who are doing things to boys, with high profile people doing things to boys, and in most cases those stories come out when people bapaqilwe. You understand? It does not come out because the boy. So I'm still going back to that the way we've been socialized, in a sense that it's only now that corporal punishment in schools, for instance. What do you do? How do you talk to teachers about this, basically? Because at the end of the day, abuse is rife through corporal punishment in schools.
I'm so happy because corporal punishment by insitse ko skolong. Because okay, nako engwe ngwana o punishiwa for doing wrong ko skolong. And as motswadi, you'll say, okay, iriki reprimanding ngwana o hora gono bua tsileng. Gona le nako engwe parents feel like if I talk to this child, they won't listen to me. They'll only listen if kishaya nduko. Okay, wa ibona nto eo. And you don't know what damage you're doing to that child. He faka nduko eo. Sometimes you just need to talk, or you teach a child by doing actions.
Negotiating.
Yes, negotiate with the child. Bribe them if you have to. Say, if you do this and this and this, I'll buy you a can of cool drink. A very simple thing. Yes, they learn to listen to.
Of course, we should be very careful of using that word bribe. So, for lack of a better word, yeah. All right, 0800 142 446, 0800 142 446. It's a toll-free number. If you're using Telkom, it's free. But if you're using your cell phone, call in, leave your number, and then we will call you back. Now, another one that I want to raise, because I want us to discuss more this hour of various types of violence. Now, there is this common practice that we hear a lot about in prisons, where people get in there better.
Yes.
They come out very damaged.
Yes.
Their manhood has been damaged to a point where they cannot even be rehabilitated or live with people in the community. And I've been trying to ask myself, where did it all start? Who came up with this trend? Go prison. Another man could be another man's wife, for instance. Isn't that abuse?
It is abuse. You're raping that person. Sodomizing is rape. Yes, it doesn't have to be between a man and a woman. It can be between girl and girl or boy and boy.
But now the legal approach to this, particularly now that this is Department of Justice and Constitutional Development and Correctional Services, where are the what inroads are you making in actually recognizing that this has been a decade long, if not more?
It's awareness. Awareness is the best cure for all these things that are happening in our communities, in our societies, in our prisons. If you make people aware of the things that they're doing, to say to them, hey, look, my brother, look, my sister, what you're doing is wrong. Some people do it innocently. Some do it knowing exactly what they're doing. Yes, some people know that what I'm doing is wrong, but I just want to okay, yeah. So people need to be educated on these things. Yes, people need to to know what is right, what is wrong, what hurts another person, what hurts the next person. There are people who don't know hurt because of the way they were brought up maybe. Some people grew up being sodomized or raped by family members or friends or teachers. Yes, so they grow up thinking this is the right thing, but unless or until someone comes to them to say, no, what's happening or the trend in your life is not right. Yeah. This is how it's supposed to be. And then,
well, we'll talk about that. Let me just take callers. Is it Thabo from Zebediela? Thabo? Thabo, eh?
Yeah, Thabo.
Lega, Thabo? Welcome to the program. Tsakani namu.
Thobela buti Thabo.
Nna ke no tla ka taba shona batho shi ba bona ka mo next door ba phela ba thulana ka ke le lengwe ba thulana gore no phela re bitsa maphodisa tja na mile ga ba ntse ba thulana ka mogo o mongwe ka ke le lengwe wa mosadi o thabela ka mo go nna ka a thabela ka mo nna ka mo wa monna ke a mmotsa ke ra ka tsene ka mo ka re ka mo ba le tlabanya ka nna le nna ke tla ba ka itse so gore ke mmotsa gore nka mmile tsa maphodisa ga ka tsena ka mo goba nka kra ke tsela molao matsogong ba tla ba tshwara nna mara ile tsa ba le gore bona ba alwa ka bo bona ka re matšatši a re a kwa ditabeng gore batho ba thuntšhana ka mo ba thuntšha malapa nna ka nna
That's very true, brother.
Re ka se se lo rena ka next door. Ka ba ja mokuta o diragala re solva bande batho ba motho o nyaka o tsena ka mene ke mmotsa ra ka tsene ka mo go nna ka mo ka gore ga tsantsa tsena ba le nyaka nna.
All right, ke yona fela brother.
Ke yona fela.
Awa ke lebogile thata ke tshepa gore o utlweletse ZBFM agre.
93.1.
Aha. Ke yona ka nnete.
Thank you.
Re lebogile thank you. Tsakani?
Ke a leboga buti Thabo. I'm very happy hore we still have neighbors who care or ba khathallelang bo makhelwane ba bona right. Yeah, and it's very important. There are neighbors like Abuti Thabo was saying who are being abused, who are being victimized by either partners or family members, but who are not coming out to say this is the situation mo ke dulang and ke nyaka thuso. Yeah. Mo situation Abuti Thabo ne a itlhalusa. Abuti Thabo because o ile ko maponiseng like he had said if ke mo kwile right and it's still continuing. Aka thusa mme wa ko next door a monke a tsamaile yena ko magistrate court haufi le yena. A mo thuse go etsa a protection order. A etsa an application for a protection order.
But now Abuti Thabo might be dealing with very subtle people who are actually not that very violent. But you might be dealing with somebody who says, uzofela into ngayazi.
And it happens in communities.
And it happens.
Yes, it does.
There's many people who are underground now. And I'm not talking mining here. I'm talking dead. You understand? Because of uzofela into ngayazi. So how, in fact, he's asking that question, Uguti. If he comes Abuti Thabo analyst tunyana Abuti Thabo was tunya pele. He might be the one who gets arrested, isn't it?
And he might get arrested for shooting another person again.
But where's the justice in that now?
Bona phela mara how do you feel if motho mongwe ba mo bolaya because when you kept quiet about the situation and we bona for dijara le dijara o ka gona motho sa motho anonymously agere you must be smart about helping people. Ska thusa motho o yetsa a public thing hore na ke nna o ke yo reporta wena o ke yo thusa mang hore a o reporte gore batlo bopa batlo tshwara. You must be smart about it. You keep quiet if you have to. Mara knowing hore I'm going there and I'm going to assist this sister, I'm going to assist this brother to get the justice that they deserve. Yeah.
Very complicated, very grey lines, too many grey lines and too many technicalities. And also I hope this program is actually helping people to actually take control of these situations because it's very rare that, you know, when you are acting based on feelings, you'll be able to control the logic behind it. But anyway, let's take two callers. Zakel is calling from Kanyamazan.
Yes.
How are you doing, Zakel?
I'm good, my man.
I'm great. Welcome to the program.
I'm here. Yeah, just Msusu Stone.
All right, but
Yeah, ukuthi mina ngofika manje ngihlala naye endlini ngathi sonke isikhathi hlala kufika ubhuti wakhe then bangisabisa bangikhomba ngesibhamu and babreak ama-rights alapha ekhaya yabona nje then noma kwakamna ngimtshela umthenisa ukuthi hayi singamane sihlukane lokho nalokuya.
Nihlala kuphi? Nihlala kwakho or kwakhe?
Hlala kwami.
So basically, the brothers, when they come, it's invasion of your privacy, as well as ukusabisa nje with what you're saying, right?
Yes.
But what are the efforts that you have made before?
Nakabe sihamba ngifuna ke umvulela ukuthi ngivula i-protection order so noma ngikume njalo ukuthi hayi bese singamane sihlukane, so ngiconfused ukuthi ngente njani.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you gone to the magistrate's court to get a protection order?
No, I have never.
You have never? Maybe you should, because uyazi kuyenzakalani umuntu ma uku relationship naye uyakuhlukumeza ma uthi uthatha steps ukuthi uzivikele wena or get help uzokubrusha umuntu wami ngikuthanda angeke yenzakale lento futhi, and the next time it happens it will be worse than what happened now. Yes, so I think it's safe to go and have your life protected than to wait for the worst case scenario. You'll find yourself in hospital one day. If the brothers are coming to your house and threatening you with a gun, that's life threatening. Yes. So kumele uye magistrate's court uyothola protection order. Umtshele unkosikazi or girlfriend ukuthi mina sengiyahlukumezeka la endlini, and this is what I'm thinking of doing. We need to work on this together. Yes.
Is that all, Zakele?
My man, thanks a lot.
Thank you so very much.
Thanks.
All right, you're listening to Kasi FM in Nelspruit. Thank you so very much. All right, we're moving on to Haman Skral. He's listening to Moretile FM. Petro?
How are you, sir?
Return le malone.
How are you?
Rona.
Nana ke rata go tsamo. Fela ke tlhana le tsisi mo ileng hore re ne le a girl, she's a stepdaughter. Mo ileng hore nna le ntata ko le mmaha le stepfather. Then it happened hore mmaha ya tlhokofala a sala le stepfather sa nyala mosadi o mongwe. Ge se ba le mosadi o mongwe le ba le ke o between step tso tsotlhe. So it happened hore ntata tlhokofale and then that didn't do the step. So step mara ono omo available one go, and that's like that kind of a thing. I teach you the namolona so.
I would say we dutse together for how long? Stepdaughter, stepfather.
However, like given to like Spakanyana, like maybe close to 5 years like babu.
Okay. And ne amu adoptile legally or never dutse fela because stepfather nesi nyetsi li mama.
I know what about because stepfather unyetsi li mama na le bona. Then it happened to the mother passed away, then abulukiwe, then after that avelo okrea motho o mongwe. Then that time to that profile then due to that high at all.
And would you know mama li stepfather ne o ne li maslalisane and ntlu ne li amang do you know?
Unless give at least she but like
okay, situation ya maslalisane is dangerous because they are not married. So if ntluki ya papa and then mama wa tlhokafala ba sonyali, she stands to lose a lot because of that abanyala.
But maybe what if it's customary marriage?
If it's a customary marriage,
it's not even like
yes,
it might be registered, but it does not come up with the
Linto ya mahada. Customary marriage is a marriage in community of property.
All right.
Then the mother and the stepfather would be entitled to 50% of equal shares of whatever assets or property they've got. So automatically the child would have a benefit from the estate. Yeah.
So, Bra Pedro, what we're talking about now, do you see that situation as Sister Tsakani is talking, or is it a different situation or something?
No, that situation I did see it last year, and I can still also get up and then maybe
That's fine.
And then the phone and then the and the other question is the one, like you raise a child, the motor and then we didn't want to have.
Yes.
And then we said, that's not whole and then la motor. You come along, Kawana, Helia, this thing, you're not the biological father, and then also you know you're not the biological father, but like from one of and then that situation I'm like
yeah. Very sad indeed, eh? All right. Morana Petro, o tla utlwela mo radio Magar.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so very much.
Okay. Abuti Petro, ela ya uri motho a se ngwana hao mara no mtlhokomela. Court isheba the best interest of the child. You can come and say this is not your child, ebe to remove the child from Ntate or Abuti Petro in this situation would not be in the best interest of the child. If maybe ngwana o yo sokola, o yo sala sna le ntate, o yo sala sa tlhokomele ke motho mongwe, the court will not promote that.
Even if it's a different guest, we did talk about this on Tuesday. Josephine Peter was here. We were talking maintenance, we were talking all this. And what you're saying is a re-emphasis of what we were talking about actually on Tuesday. And thank you so very much for that. But now I want us to emphasize more on Zakele's point of protection. What do we call it? Protection order. Let's talk about the processes of protection order so that for the benefit of others who might not actually and then we'll also go to your social media platforms, but in the meantime let's talk about this one, protection order in terms of what's an affidavit, is it different from protection order, and what is the interim protection order, let's talk that protection order kind of documentation.
Okay. An affidavit. Yeah. An affidavit is a statement that you make under oath. Maybe a statement. In this case, domestic violence, a story of what happened.
Yes.
ID number on this and this date, this is what happened. Story sa house Kotlasi iyo stempiwa ka commissioner of oaths. Most of the time kiko police station agere. Heba stemper, you are swearing under oath whatever I have said in the statement is true. It is the real truth and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
So if you have lied in that document, in that affidavit, you can be prosecuted for that. Baka charge for a criminal offense because you lying under oath. Into ungwalang maka kayon. So here we are an application for a protection order. We are go magistrate court a linko haufiliwena. It's either close to where you're staying, where you reside, or close to where you work. Close to kombereko wa hao. He o fitla ko magistrates court o kopa clerk of the court family law section o re ke batla o etsa a protection order ba yo ngwalisa yona affidavit yona
is it at every court?
Yes, every magistrates court.
Okay.
Every magistrates court. So yo fitla o butse clerk of the court hore this is what I want to do and this is my story. Yo ngwalisa affidavit au thuse o tlatsa di formo tse tshwantseng hore di tlatsiwe go court, and then the clerk of the court will assist you, will take you to a magistrate to have that matter those documents to be made an order of court. Magistrate will look utlasheba hore okay, this is a case of domestic violence, itloka an order, itloka a domestic violence protection order, eba istempa ibe an order of court.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. 0800 142 446, 0800 142 446. But anyway, let's get on to, if you want to join the conversation online, which is Twitter at DOJ&CD_ZA. Otherwise, on Facebook, you write the full name, the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. And it's not written with that language, yalo naele, those OBE students. Who bangipisa yonke into nje, how you doing, hood. So it's not written like that. It's written properly in proper English, in proper spelling. So if you're suffering from spelling problems, okay, let's do comment ya Tshepo wa ga Mogomotsi. Tshepo wa ga Mogomotsi ke Tshepiso wa ga Mogomotsi, sorry Tshepiso. O kile wa thusa motho wa go dira protection order. Then after some few months, motho wa teng a ba go tshollola kgetsi. Like kana king ba lo tsholla kgetsi man.
To withdraw a case.
To withdraw the case, yes. Okay. Then still santse a sotla ka kiwa. Ha go ntse yana o dira yang because this person no we were talking about it earlier. Hantse re dutse re prepare o Tsakani. Already Tshepiso, already Mudiri FM ele kwa Tamelang in Northwest.
Okay. Says Tshepiso.
Sorry,
Tshepiso. Okay. Tshepiso, protection order are you withdraw? It's only a prosecutor who can nullify a protection order.
But ya no go tsolla kgetsi keng?
Ke o tsolla case ke he o ya ko police station o yo bula case ebe o ya ore I'm
Isn't
withdrawing.
that paramount to the protection order? How tsolla kgetsi, the protection order flies out the window.
Protection
because I think that's what she's trying to get there.
Protection maybe is motho o Tshepiso amuthusing o tsamaile le yena ko police station e ba fitla ko police station a re utlo bula case maybe before an order was granted or before they appeared go magistrate a ke re wa gona o ya ko police station ore I'm here to open a case ba o bulela docket ba bank statements sa how and everything 2 days down the line you go back ore I cancel a case before ba ifali IO or before you fitla ko NPA ko prosecution for you to an order then you withdraw that order and it's not right. This is where all
wasting of government resources. That's another thing. Motho mongwe nkebe agree to so better.
Yes.
And but now Tshepiso wants to help this person. And what do? Do they take that protection order and say, I'm going to waive it without your consent?
You know what? Tshepiso should liena unali a duty to report if ubona hore hona le motho o a hlukumezwang, a person who's being abused.
So fell into a kola.
Unfortunately, you know, I need to see a pilisana.
All right.
So he ke bona motho ba mu pilisa botlhoko, I cannot just stand back and say I was born. People do it, but it's not right. Yes, it's not right. We're fighting for our own lives now. We're scared if I talk or if I act on this thing, someone might come and kill me for trying to help another person. Yes, they can do it anonymously, like I was pointing out earlier. Yes.
All right, let's take our callers. Anonymous is calling from Joburg. Anonymous?
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well. How are you doing, Anonymous?
Well, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I just wanted to share my side of things. You know, sometimes, and I heard when you guys first started off, where my sister was saying that sometimes it's a jealousy thing, insecurity thing, and sometimes it's also just really about I've had enough.
Yes.
You know, and I'm talking from personal experience. Where I was tired of the emotional abuse, I was tired of the men cheating, I was tired of all the phone calls from the woman, and I just needed to do something that will touch this person because irrespective of what I say, it felt like it's not resonating. And I did something that I'm not proud of, and I wouldn't recommend anyone to do it in this entire world. But I did something to get through to the other person to say, hey, you are hurting me. How much more must I say? You know? And this thing also, when you go back home and you tell the elders and they say to you, hey, Hotela, you cannot, we need to change that as young parents.
Anonymous.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to, as young parents going forward, groom husbands and wives.
Yes.
So we need to be telling our children that you can't hotela if you don't like something. Let's have a lihuta meeting, and if you can't take it, go. If you don't want that woman, tell her, hey, Mutamudim, I don't want you anymore. I've seen something better. Yes, it will be painful, but can we move on? Because now you're hotelaring for what? for nonsense. So we need to start by saying to the children, because we sit in this abusive relationship with the hope that something will come right one day. When the person is 93, then they want to wake up, I need to move away from what I've been doing, which is wrong. You know? So yeah, and I said to the producer there, I said, you know what, I really wanted to share my experience, and something that was sitting very, very deeply in my heart was that we need to move away from telling our children to stay.
And Anonymous,
there is no place to stay.
Anonymous, from your experience, can I ask you, do you think is the way the society has been socialized as people, particularly with all these different communities we're coming from? Because there are those who think it's their culture to have udlaminji. You know, they just building, they just built in within their culture. We've always seen their demonstrations and all those kind of those kind of like impy kind of stuff. You know. So would you say how do we remedy the way we socialize our children and our people? What do you think?
I think it starts with us as parents, because I remember when I had a smaller land and I went mad, you know, and the big people were sitting there. I started losing myself, right? And the one old lady said, "Does he buy food?" I said, "Yes." She said, "Does he do this?" I said, "Yes." She says, "Oh, so why are you crying?" As if it is correct. You understand what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting and I'm looking, I'm thinking, you know, I saw my mother go through this, and I always told myself that it will never happen to me. It is happening.
It's a generational thing.
Yes.
You know, I saw how she cried. Why am I crying today? You know? And when I lost it, and when I went mad and I lost myself in the relationship, I lost myself. Eventually I divorced. Can I tell you, divorce is not from God. But can I tell you, I am so free of all the hurt. I don't have drama. I don't have to hear from other people. I don't have to be embarrassed just because of, you know, me deciding, you know what, it's my sanity or I'm going straight to jail. Because I cannot take the punches anymore. He never used to physically hit me. But that emotional pain, you know, that where you ask someone, can you do this? Khandi, what you do with the money? But my brother, it's not anything. I'm doing everything, you know. And when you were in and amongst, you know, by the shopping mall, when you walk with your hands over your head because people are laughing at you. You know that embarrassment. You know, and I say to my boys, so I'm blessed with boys, I say to my boys, you marry a woman and you do this to her, I am telling you, I will help her sue you. I will literally help her take you to the cleaner. You don't do that to someone else's child. That pain is something that, you know, even when I sit back and I look at my life, I go, but why didn't I walk a long time ago? But they said,
as baie deur mekaar and we cannot actually put it into context, you know. I can imagine you ended up being the villain of the family, eh?
You know, and now I am the one that this one didn't, and
we are telela lo.
And now I say, those holes left me with holes.
Anonymous. Yeah. Anonymous, thank you so very much for sharing your story. It is quite very profound, and somebody out there is actually being changed by this story. Thank you so much.
God is good, guys. God is good.
God is great.
God is good.
Yes.
Respect.
Amen. Thank you so much.
All right, ma. Sure.
And you know, ke into e ya o khotlela ko o khotlella go tla loka. You
know, we got all these little phrases.
No, it's
that
wrong.
Puts you in a box.
Yes, you throwing the person to the cliff and say no, go, everything will be fine. When the person, yes, go high, and he a khotlela ko a tseba hore mo ke atla bang abuser he ke khotlela morao ba yo re jikela ko morao
ba jela chalta monna ka.
They end up taking things to their own hands.
All right. Yeah. Very, very complicated indeed. But anyway, Maskulume no Mama Chola. Mama Chola, you're calling us from Ndweto, right?
Yebo baba.
Ninjani ma?
Siyaphila mkhulu ninjani nina?
Siyaphila impela. Welcome to the program.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu baba.
Okay, ungaphawula ma?
Njengoba usushilo baba ukhuluma noMama Majola eNdwedwe, ngilalele kwiSathuka FM.
Okay ma.
Umbuzo wami baba ulapha nje ngiqondene nabomthetho kakhulukazi. Njengoba sikhuluma nge-violence. Ake sikhulume ngomuntu wesilisa ongasebenzi baba njengomzekelo. Umama uyasebenza uthola ukuthi ubaba kudingeka asile apheke awashizisa enze yonke into. Uthola ukuthi phezwalokho akayitholi lenhlonipho yokuba ubaba. Uthatheka noma kanjani nje kukhulunywa naye noma kanjani ngigcine shothi sebekwa nesandla. Ahambe ayobika kwabomthetho inkinga abhekene nayo angathatha serious ngobani umuntu wesilisa. Uthola ukuthi thina abantu besifazane masizobika inkinga kuyasukunywa phezulu ngoba kuhlukumezeka umuntu wesifazane kuhlukumezeke nengane. Bese ngibuyela ngala ukuthi thina abantu besifazane uma sifika kwabomthetho sizobika inkinga yasekhaya esibhekene nayo siqondaniswe nomuntu womthetho wesilisa ongena sikhathi nongena sineke. Kungani singaqonani khona abantu besifazane abazohlala nathi phansi basilalele uthola ukuthi ngibika inkinga bese kuthiwa ake sihambe siyoxoxisana kanti mina ngizobika ngoba sengisuthi sengidelile angisafuni ukuxoxisana sengifuna usizo. Yilapho nje bengibuza ukuthi mhlawumbe bangafundiseka kanjani abomthetho ukuthi bakwazi ukugcina umuntu bemuzwa bamsize angabi inhlekisa futhi athathe serious. Ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Ngibonga kakhulu Mama Majola, and she's thank you so much. And she's calling from Ndwedwe, Noni. She's calling from Ndwedwe. Ungzwili. Noni took me to task the other time about this name, but anyway, it's all good. 5 minutes to 7. Your comments on Mama Jola as well as Anonymous?
Mama Jola has raised a very serious point. You know, when we look at abuse or domestic violence, we always want to protect the woman and the child. And men are abused out there. Men are abused and it's so serious, it's not even funny. And they are not coming out because they'll go to police stations. We do outreach, awareness campaigns. You get to men and you ask them, okay, what do you do when these things happen? Angeke mina ngiripote lento. Bayongihleka mina. Bahleke emaphoyiseni. Ngiyindoda and at the end yes, exactly. And at the end of the day, those men end up killing the women. They end up killing the children because there is no way where they can get the help that they need. And I think we need to educate each other as women. Bafazi. You must not take advantage of you being regarded as a vulnerable person. The Constitution regards us as all being equal before the law. We are all equal before the law, and we cannot take indoda as one person who's not covered or protected by the law. Everyone is protected by this law. So us laughing at the men or us abusing the men behind doors and you go out there and you cry foul, it's really not on Bafazi.
Very much clear. And now also sexual abuse. We've never talked about it. Sexual violence. Last time here we had Steve Litzike from the LGBTI community, and that's part of abuse as well because corrective rape.
Yes.
We're talking all these other ones, and also within marriage, apparently there's rape as well.
Yes.
Let's talk to us briefly about that because I'm looking at the time, and we are about to actually, and then also we'll talk at the end to the act of domestic violence.
I've heard one respectable member saying, we have the best legislations in our country, but we're not applying them correctly. Our very own constitution is saying everyone has the right to sexual orientation. If a person comes out to say, I'm a gay person or I'm lesbian, who am I to say you're not? You're a girl or you're a boy. They have a right to sexual orientation. If I rape a girl saying, this is what they say, who are you to correct a person who has made a choice to their sexual orientation? We cannot.
But now, also, let's talk the Domestic Violence Act 116 of 1998. Take us through that.
Okay. According to the Domestic Violence Act 116 of 1998, it says domestic violence is any form of abuse which includes sexual, emotional, psychological, economic, physical, damage to property, stalking, entry. You enter into a person's home without their permission. That's domestic violence.
I'm sure half of those who are listening to us, they actually have read this, they know about it. Now,
yes.
Talk to us practicality.
It's 19 hours.
Talk to us about practicality. It is there on paper.
Yes.
Now, if we have to implement it, how do we go about it in terms of relating with each other? Legally so, because the other part is for the counselor. Now I want the legal part. Yeah. Talk to us.
People must know what this act is saying. If the act says if you enter into a person's premises without their permission, you are violating them. If you call them and harass them on the phone, you swear at them or you put vulgar words at them, you harass them.
Slap them on the behind. That's one very
harassment.
common one.
Yes, it's
because
harassment.
I want us to talk about those things. What are the legal implications? Because in many cases, I'll tell you, Tsakani, we do things so innocently.
Yes.
And before you know it, you've committed
a very serious
crimes.
Yes.
By simply doing one stupid little innocent thing.
Yes. You know what? These the legislations are out there. I know there are people who don't have access to get the documents out, to read, to know what they're saying, to know what they're all about.
Yes.
But I think if we reach out, the people who know about these things should reach out to those who don't know. Let's educate each other about these things. Tell someone you might think they don't know. Even if they know, you might be discussing something together and you'll find that what they know is what you don't know and the other way around. Yes. If I say I touch your breast or I slap your
behind.
Yeah, yes. It's wrong. Yes. To someone it's, but I'm just slapping. This is how we play around. And
udlaliswa
ngemali wena awubambiwi wena okay wayibona lento le and you'll find yourself in very, very bad situations because of this very innocent acts, like you were saying.
But are we sometimes not oversensitive to a point where we aggravate things by our sensitivity? I'm talking men and women, where sometimes you react far more bigger than what the actual problem is. Don't we have that problem?
I think we do. But it depends on the type of relationship. Yeah. It depends on the type of relationship you have with the person that you're playing around with. If we are friends and that's how we play around, then it's fine. But if I come to you and we don't relate, it's just a hi, go down the passage, say maybe at the workplace, it's hi, I go down and one time I come to you, I slap you.
Take advantage.
I will be offended because that's not how we play or that's not how we relate to each other. Yes, it depends on the type of relationship you're having with the person, how you conduct yourself around them.
How you control yourself, project yourself, all those kind of things.
Yes.
All right, let's take two last callers quickly. Tsakani. Sakile from Jozini.
Hey, but Mijan.
Siyapila kunjani Sakile?
Hayi no, ngiyangeke mntana khetha ngeza kuwena.
Kuhle impela.
Nazo. No, but umbuzo wami nje mhlawumbe uzoba mfishanyana. Angithi uyabona ngoba le ndaba enikhuluma ngayo impela. Kodwa kunombuzo wami uthekuthenini. Nakho ke ngishadile nginonkosikazi. Ayithi njengoba ngendoda nginamalungelo enginawo laphana ekabelweni njengomuntu omdala ibona indaba. Kuyaba kufanele phela ngithola amalungelo. Amase ngincisha lamalungelo esimene esifana lesifana ngenze nje ngoba lo muntu ngiyamhlonipha ngifuna ukuthi ngiphumele ngaphandle yabona lo nto leyo. Iyafana mase kunesimo esikanjalo.
Kodwa ucabanga ukuthi masumshaya ke uzothola amalungelo wakho kanjani?
No, angizokumshaya. Angithi angifuna uzofika kuleso simo ingakho ngibuza ukuthi simele esifana lesenza njani ngoba uthola ukuthi uma ngabe mhlambe kuyena uzothi akekho right, okay mhlambe ngi-accept lokho lokuqhubeka. Uma kuyimina usuzosuka uqhamuka amagama ukuthi awu uma uthi awukho right kade udlaphi yabona loo nto. Manje ke simele sikanjalo silungisa kanjani lo ingakho ukuthi ake ngibuze. ungaze ufike lapho kogcina sokubanjana ngezandla yabona ngoba egcineni kuzothi manje engahlukumeza la ekhaya kanti ngiyamnikeza amalungelo akhe angifuni ukuphumela ngaphandle njengendoda ethembekile ekhaya.
But Tsakhile uyakhuluma naye umama osendlini ngalesimo na the way ufila ngakhona ngalento leyenzakala endlini.
Yeah, uyakhuluma la umuntu kube sengazuthuzile kodwa egcineni kuphinde kube the same thing yabo. Uma ngabe uthothi mhlambe mina ke angizothi hayi angifeel comfortable usuqhamuke imibuzo ukuthi hawu what uyini kwenzakalani udlile futhi khona sodla khona.
Maybe it's not about kuna la udla khona kind of situation. Ungathola ukuthi kune something le imborayo lapha endlini. You know how women react ne? If kuna something
akakhulume phe
uyabona yiyo inkinga leyo. If kuna something le imborayo lapha endlini siyazi ukuthi the best nduko I can give a man is to ncisha him amalungelo wakhe, and by that ngimshayile
isanction le.
Yes.
hayi khona la kodwa ke siyabonga Tsakani, thank you so very much for contributing to this program. Siyabonga kakhulu. All right, the last caller Vilakazi from Mafikeng. Le kae malome?
No re teng tate ke o le file Vilakazi mo re ditse vaya Mmabatho FM.
Bontle boso bo phepa go Mmabatho FM. Malome Vilakazi. Gare tu. Le gala go siame. Tsakani, thank you so very much. Sorry to Vilakazi, technology was not in your favor. And also thank you to Sakile, to Mama Chola, to Anonymous, to Petro, to Zakele, to Tabo, to Tsepo, and all the callers who contributed. And for you who could not get in, remember that we 54 million of us here in South Africa. So at some point you will get in. Otherwise, you can go to justice.gov.za, and then Tsakani is going to give us a number as well in case there is any other further things, because some people are afraid to talk on air, Tsakani, and they might want a one-on-one private conversation because they want to go all out.
Yes. You can call us on 011-332-9000 and ask for anyone in the legal services section.
011-332-9000. 9000. Even if you want a contact of where your province or of where you are in any province, call that one and then they'll give you the right number. All right. Tsakani, senior administration senior mo Tsakani legal administration officer. Hey, ke tlwaetse bo senior le bo junior le. I just promoted you because of the great work that you just did.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, and hopefully we get to see you next time, because thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me.
All right. This has been a special broadcast. Let's Talk Justice, Live Your Rights. My name is Mosotho Stone. This was episode 21 on domestic violence. If you want somebody to listen to this or to watch this, get them to go to www.youtube.com and then look for Government ZA channel. Government ZA is an account. You'll see all the Let's Talk Justice programs on it. From me, Mosotho Stone, Hailali.